Hey, welcome back to part 2 of our Oregon road trip series. If you have not already watched it, check out part 1 to get a complete idea of how we planned our trip and maximized our time here in Oregon. In this part, we will cover some more mountains, waterfalls, and coastal beauties in this gorgeous Pacific Northwest state in the US. So, let's get going. Hey guys, so today is Sunday, May 26th, and today we checked out of our place over here in Rhododendron, and we this morning we will be going to the Columbia River Gorge area. We will look at some of the waterfalls in the waterfall alley or waterfall corridor, as they call it. That's the plan for the first half of the day. And after lunch, we will start driving back towards the Pacific coast. And along the way, we will stop at a few beaches and probably have food on the way as well. And in evening, we'll get to our next location, which is our next Airbnb. And we'll stay at the night, or we'll stay the night over there. So that is the plan for today. Stick around. All right, we are here at the parking lot for the Bridal Whales Fall. So, couple of things to remember. We wanted to first go to Multnomah Falls, which is the most popular one, but the parking is pretty full. And in Multnomah and most of the other falls over here, the parking space is limited. Multnomah being the most popular one gets full early, and there is a paid parking over there, $2 per car. But you only get a block of 1 hour that you can reserve. And we found that for today there is no parking available in or reservation available in that spot until like 3 p.m. this afternoon. So the other option is you can take public transit from Portland over here, which is one option. Or what we are doing, we have this parking lot in Bridal Whales Fall. You can park your car and it's paid parking, and usually it's more available than the other parking lots. There are two things you can do. You can park your car for $5, and you can take a shuttle to Multnomah Falls, which goes every 30 minutes. The shuttle is free if you park your car here, and that's pretty easy because you go to the Multnomah Falls, you spend as long as you want, and then you get a return shuttle back. The second option, which we are doing, is you take a $35 per head waterfall loop tour, which includes your parking, and then they have a shuttle that will take you to 5 different waterfalls over here, and they'll drop you off at Multnomah, and over there you can take your time and then again take their shuttle back over here. So I think that's pretty good, and you can always go and take a tour to the other falls at your own leisure. That's also possible, which we will probably do at the end. But this gives a good option to look at everything within 2.5 hours, and then keep the rest of the day to plan for ourselves. So something to consider, and three different options to visit the waterfall alley of Columbia River Gorge. This is the second waterfall we are visiting. It's Laturel, Laturel Falls, and this one is a free fall, as they call it. So it's not cascading over rocks. And this one is about 250 feet fall, right? Yeah. So right now we are heading towards the base of the waterfall, where there is some geological structures. So volcanic rocks that got cooled suddenly, forming uh, some kind of columns. So we'll try to see that. Salt columns. We'll try to see that, and then if time permits, we'll walk up a little bit and have an aerial view of the falls as well.
You guys can get up and move around, but we can't get off the bus because I will kind of idle. But if you want to come up here and take a picture, if I say a car's coming, then we're just going to start idling forward. But here is the first view. Not too shabby, right? No. And you can see this is the one where I live on the very top of that hill with the green grass. On the other side of those trees is my farm. Oh yeah. But when you get those Celius clouds and it's beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, especially the sunrises. The sunrises are cool.
This is kind of the crown jewel of the vista points along the Columbia River Gorge, one of the highest points, about 770 feet above the river. And you can see the river below. There's Highway 84 down below over there. And right behind us is the historic Highway 30. And from here, we get a almost 180-degree panoramic view of the gorge. And the gorge is gorgeous, no pun intended.
Yeah. So there's Chin Chin Tupa right there, and then Hamilton Mountain.
Yep. Yep. We are now coming up to the Horsetail Falls, which is around 160 feet tall. This fall also has a pool at the bottom, so you can actually take a dip over here, and it's not too deep. There is pretty shallow, but there's a lot of wind and water spray that you'll experience over here. having a lunch here at Multanomah Falls. The restaurant is at the base of the falls, and they have buffet right now, which is $32 per head. So we'll have the lunch, and then we will go up to the falls. We will also probably do a hike to Yaquina Falls, which is a short hike. So that's the plan for post lunch. And the restaurant location and the views are pretty amazing. So take a look.
Food is pretty good. We're in the gorgeous Multanomah Falls. It's a two-tiered fall, looks like, and there's a little bridge over there. Tons of people. And now I know why it's so popular. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Just in case. Right. And the smile doing it. Left or left.
The Multanomah Falls is two levels. The top level is about 697 feet, and then lower level with about I think 30 to 40 feet. So together just over 720 feet of these falls. At just over the lower levels, there is a walking bridge that you can take to get a unique view, and we are walking towards that bridge to see how it looks up there. So just this trail goes up to that bridge. The Yaquina Falls is a half a mile hike from the Multnomah Falls, and it's a relatively easy hike. The trail runs parallel to the historic Columbia River Highway. After Yaquina Falls, we hike back to the parking lot at the Multanomah Falls. This is where we will catch our return shuttle from. The shuttles are frequent, but during peak seasons it can get busy like it is now. And if it is hot outside, this part can probably be the only inconvenience in planning a shuttle based tour of this area. But I think it's still much better than driving in these narrow, crowded roads and hunting for a parking space. So, this is the last waterfall we are visiting today. It's Bridal Veils Fall. One of the smaller falls here, but this is actually right next to the parking lot where we parked and took the shuttle from. I'll give the link to that. So if you park with them, I would recommend completing the other hikes and keep this for the very end because this is right here next door. It's 4:35 now. We just completed all of our target waterfalls in the uh, what is it? Columbia Gorge area, and now we are headed towards the coast again. We will. Our destination is Lincoln City, but we will stop over at a few beaches as time permits and probably have some food along the way as well. Now, we did not spend any time in the city of Portland this time. We like to explore the outdoors, so that's why we skipped it. But Portland itself has plenty to see and experience. I don't think 4 days, anyways, would have been enough to cover the city along with every other place that we are visiting this time. I would probably either plan a longer trip if I wanted to keep Portland in my itinerary, or I would break it into trips. This is our second stop at the coast, and this is a beach. It's called Neskowin Beach. There's something special about the beach, uh, apart from it being like a beautiful beach on the Pacific coast, which a lot of the other beaches are. There is something special. So we are almost at the end of the beach here, and this place is also called Neskowin Ghost Forest. And the reason for that is this place used to have a lot of trees right up to where you see the water here. And about some 2000 years ago, those trees died. We don't know why or how, but they died. But the stumps are still visible. You can see all the stumps jutting outside of the water, and they they live. Yeah, somehow they're surviving even for thousands of years. We got one right over here in front of us, another one over there. So this is the unique feature of this beach, for which it's called the Neskowin Ghost Forest. However, even without the oddity, the beach itself is beautiful, just like any of the other Pacific side beaches over here. So you have all the mountains over here. There is a small quaint community, and then you have the ocean on this side. So that's all for today. Right now we have to figure out where we are going to have dinner. This place is pretty quaint. Most of this coastline, so restaurants and eateries close pretty early, so we'll have to find out what's available. So that's the next goal, and then we'll head to our Airbnb. So closing out for today. See you tomorrow morning. Bye. Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is the last day of our stay here in Oregon. Still at the Airbnb. We'll have to check out in a couple of hours. So we'll be heading out to the beach. The beach is right like um, less than a quarter miles from here. So actually much less than this, probably like 0.1 miles, right? Something like that.
What, 2 minutes walk from
2 minutes walk, yeah. So we will go out and walk around on the beach, and then we will head out to the airport. On the way, as time permits, we might stop at a few places just to watch a few vista points along the way, if possible. If not, we'll just head out to the airport. Yeah.
Metaboli, this place is amazing. Can I say it? Please? This place is amazing. I'm so like mesmerized, I can't tell you. Never thought Oregon could amaze me this much.
It's all full of barnacles.
Who knew we would see barnacles?
Yeah, these barnacles are alive. They are not dead.
No, they are
You
not.
can see that they're moist.
Yes, and see this one, this part. Like I touched it, and it's like it moved.
Touch it
So
again.
it's kind of slimy. Oh, there, it
Yeah.
closed. There.
They're moving.
Like, don't touch me.
And this rock is probably all mussels, and these are all alive. There's barnacles here. So there are big barnacles over here. See? They're moving. And these are mussels, and the small ones are probably clams, like the white small ones, not these. And there's some starfish over here as well. The starfish texture is very like
Spiny. This is spiny one?
no, but it's very like tough, leathery feeling. It's not soft at all.
Look at the big, huge barnacles, man.
Yep. There is another starfish right over here. This one is.
Barnacles are growing on the mussels. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I take this? Take it off? No. All right. I won't disturb you.
It's not liking it.
Yep. Let it be.
There's rhododendron flowers growing everywhere. I think it is local to Portland or Oregon, and they are just beautiful flowers of different shades of pink and red. Heading towards the airport, but in the way we are going to check out a lighthouse. It's named Yaquina Lighthouse. So stick around. We are entering the Yaquina lighthouse area, and the fee for each vehicle is $7. This is for the day use pass, and we are going to now check it out. Sisi is a Pakistan. No, she's almost two.
We are here at the Yaquina Head Lighthouse. This is one of the many lighthouses across the Pacific coast in Oregon, and it's picturesque, beautiful. There's a lot of wildflowers right now in the.
I do see a lot of milkweed.
There is a lot of wildflowers right now growing during spring, which is adding to the beauty. And yeah, can't say enough about the coastline. Like each of the coastlines seems better than the previous one. Right here below us, down, you can see there are a lot of sea lions. There is actually a different place about 30 miles south of here, which is called Sea Lion Caves, and there are a lot more sea lions over there. I didn't know we would get a chance to see sea lions right over here, so that kind of checks up that item. And I was planning to probably stop over at that spot, but right now that we got a chance to look at the sea lions here, I guess we don't have to stop over there. Save some time as well. This is pretty cool. As we head back to the airport, we are pretty much done for the day. I think I wanted to share a few pieces of information about coming to Oregon for a vacation. I think there are two ways I would recommend doing it. Uh, Oregon has got a lot of stuff spread over a lot of area throughout the state, from north to south, east to west. If you want to cover everything in one visit, I would recommend planning at least a week, but ideally maybe around 10 days to cover everything in a relaxed fashion without getting too rushed. Or you can plan smaller trips like we did for this 3 days, where you basically plan for a particular section and a few things that you want to check out in that trip, and then leave the rest out for some other time. Also, the way I had planned this trip, we flew into Portland, but we are flying out of Eugene. There are two reasons for this. One, I could cover more and without having to drive back from Eugene to Portland. So it is a one-way trip, so saves me about 3-4 hours of driving within a 3-day period. Also, I had better deals in terms of flight prices and timings that suited what we needed to do and maximize the amount of time we could travel. So I think uh, do a little bit of research on what kind of flight options you have. You don't have to fly in and out of the same airport. So that's definitely something I would recommend checking out. And then try to make like one-way trips. That way you can cover more if you don't have to, retrace your route back. So hope if you enjoyed our vlog and this trip in Oregon. Bye for now. Until we meet in another one in another place. Take care.